What's going on? So tonight we're gonna get back into my son's E30 and we're gonna start with the transmission. We're gonna go over what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how to make it fit his LS motor. So it's about time to get started back on my son's E30, and this is what I ended up going with for a transmission. It's a Colorado AR5 5-speed, a 4L60E bell housing, an adapter plate, and then a Colorado throwout bearing. So I ended up going with this because looking for a used transmission, I found this had 50,000 miles on it. I went to the guy's house the next state over while he was pulling it out of his truck because he was doing an LS swap in a Colorado and was doing a brand new T56 in it. So I pulled this out. I actually saw the mileage on the dashboard and I figured I can get this for a better deal, and for how much a used T56 with 200,000 miles on it is going for in Connecticut, it's not worth it for me to do it. And because it's for my son's car, I didn't have the budget to do a brand new T56. So this was the next best option for me. And we're gonna go through what it takes to convert this to an LS motor. So the first thing we're gonna do is flip it down and we're gonna start taking the bell housing off. I did throw a quick coat of paint on it. I did an acid wash on it to take all the grime off of it. And then I just threw a coat of paint on it so it would be clean when I'm handling it. I also painted the bell housing his body color of his car. So when you look down in the engine bay, it will be the same color as the firewall. So let's get this thing flipped down and then we'll take the bell housing off and see what it looks like with that off. All right, so I got the front cover plate off and I'm gonna clean this all up. I got a new seal. I didn't want to put this together without new seals on it. That's all I need. It's this thing to leak and then me have to take it apart because guess who's doing it? It would be me. So I'm gonna clean this all up, seal it up, put this back on, put the adapter plate on, and I'll show you how it works. So next comes the adapter, and before I put it on, I'm going to machine 2 lines in this so I can put the clutch slave lines between the adapter plate and the bell housing. A lot of people just drill holes. I really don't want to drill holes in the bell housing, so I'm just going to throw it on the machine real quick. So I ended up cutting 2 slots for my clutch lines. I would have showed you that, but it was very loud with the compressor on. So let's get this thing bolted on and then I'll show you how it aligns with the bell housing. This is not a FabBot adapter. So the way they line it up, there's actually dowel pins that align the bell housing. So where the FabBot is machined, where it slips on, this one has little dowel pins that everything rides in. So let's bolt this thing on. All right, so next is the throwout bearing spacer. They have different markings for what kind of car it's going to go in. Actually, not what kind of car it's going to go in, what type of transmission. This was also in the Pontiac Solstice, so they have the Solstice ones where it would bolt on different. So this says Colorado. Bolt it on. So we got the throwout bearing all bolted on, no problems. So now I'm gonna mark everything with torque seal. And what's nice about this is some people mark it with pens. This, when you mark it, you can see if there's any cracks with it moving or vibration. That way you can get a visual of it, not just the line, because it could actually spin the whole way and you could see it'll look like it's torqued, but it's not. With this, as soon as it moves, it makes a crack in it where you can see. So I'm gonna use this, mark everything on the inside, and then I'll put it together. I'm also gonna run the lines over. Like I said before, this is a 4L60E bell housing from an automatic transmission. I hot tanked it, primed and painted it to match his car. So when you look down at the firewall, it would be the same color. So now you're gonna see how this fits. There's little dowel pins that give that inner circumference, so it kind of just clips on. The pain is gonna be getting around this, which isn't really that big of a pain. And here it is, all done, all torqued, all marked, and this thing's ready to go in the car. The only thing I will do is do a fluid change once it's in the car. I don't want to try to do it out of the car. I don't want to do it sitting on the bench and have oil go everywhere. So I'm gonna wait to do that. But other than that, I'm pretty happy the way it turned out. I don't know why I went through all the process of torquing and Loctiting everything. He's probably gonna explode this thing doing some type of burnout or whole shot, or who knows what he's gonna do. But I guarantee you he's gonna blow this thing up within a year. Kind of expecting it, but I'll cross my fingers. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be doing some more stuff with this on the braking and clutch pedal stuff. I'm doing manual brakes, but I'm doing it a little different. So if you wanna see what's going on with that, stay tuned and watch out for the next video. Thank you guys.